So usually when I talk to people, they have a certain goal in mind, right? And oftenly that goal is getting some sort of conversion. So they could be getting more sales, attracting investors, getting more followers on their social media pages or whatever. And a lot of times when I ask people on how they want to get to this goal, so on how they want to get to this conversion, they're a little bit lost in the process and they're spending money on everything and they don't really know their ROI and they're not sure on how to get to this conversion optimally, right? And usually when people don't know that, it's because they don't know the difference between these four main pillars on getting conversions. So they don't know the difference between marketing and public relations, or sales and marketing, or branding and marketing, right? And that's usually because they will see all of this as marketing and they will budget out all of this as marketing as well. So let's say they have a $10,000 budget to get more conversions, they will budget it as marketing budget. But measuring the ROI on marketing, so for example, paid ads, is way different than measuring ROI on PR. So on publicity, for example, or a sponsored article, right? It's way different. So usually when people are a little bit lost, they don't know where they're spending their money and they don't understand their ROIs. Because ROI on marketing is way easier measurable and you can measure it very quickly. Like you can see, I spent $100 today and I got $100 out, than measuring ROI on public relations, because it takes way longer, right? Because you're building up your brand image. So yeah, today I'm here to explain you the difference between these four main pillars and to show you how they cooperate as well. And to get to this main goal, you have various sub goals as well, right? You have like in between goals. And yeah, let's get started on marketing. So, marketing is about promoting your business to attract and engage potential customers. And it includes activities like ads, social media, and content creation to drive interest and sales. So, drive interest and sales. That's the most important thing of marketing, right? And it's not necessarily getting the sale, but it's getting the leads or the potential customers or clients to drive those sales, right? To get sales. And a lot of times people think that a website and brand development and your brand message or publicity or upselling stuff is marketing too, but it's not necessarily marketing, even though it cooperates with each other. So if your website is set up really well, which is part of your branding, of course your paid ads will do better because you have a good landing page to redirect those people that come from the paid ads, right? And if your landing page is really well, and your public relations is in place too, so you have a good brand image, it will boost your sales, right? And it will make your sales funnel better. So that's how you should see the cooperation between these four. But yeah, marketing is mostly about stuff that drives interest in sales. And usually when it comes to marketing, you can really put in money and put in effort and get it back right away. You can see it the same day or the same week or whatever. So if you do a sponsored social media post on someone's page, you can see you can see potential interest and potential customers right away, right? Because they will inbox you on your social media. But about social media, of course, is not just marketing, right? Social media can be seen as branding as well. Like, how do you brand your social media? It can be seen in sales as well. So some people have appointment setters on their Instagram page, for example, and you can message someone on Instagram and they will try to do sales on their Instagram page directly. You can see social media as public relations as well, because you're spreading a message, right? And you're giving publicity to yourself. And influencer relationships, it has also to do with social media as part of public relations too. So if you see a category here, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's just marketing or a website is just branding, but it's mainly part of marketing, right? But you can use it in a different pillars too. And public relations is where we excel mostly in Resulty, especially digital public relations. So PR public relations is managing your company's image and reputation. It involves building positive relationships with the public and with the media, handling reputation, and getting your business good publicity. So, if we're talking about PR, it's mostly about getting publicity and managing your reputation, right? And if you're a really large firm, you can run events as well, of course. And as a PR firm, Resulty, we're a digital PR firm. We help brands and so we help companies and personal brands mainly with getting digital publicity and managing their digital reputation management. So that could be getting earned media from journalists via media relations. It could be doing sponsored articles on big publications. It could be doing features, doing interviews, whatever. And also managing your digital reputation, right? So how do your reviews look? How do your Google search engine result pages look? How does your reputation look on various websites, etc., etc., etc.? So what we do with Resulty is we help you with the publicity part mainly and the reputation management part. And I would say it's mostly digital because, of course, in 2024, the digital aspect of this is really important. And doing public relations really has a sub goal, right? And that's building up your reputation, like I said here, getting more credibility, spreading brand awareness. And that sub goal will help you to do marketing, for example, and to do sales to get to the main goal, right? So you really have to understand these sub goals as well. And for example, when you put in $10,000 to a PR firm like us, and you don't get direct conversions from it, so you don't get direct ROI from it, you have to understand the sub goals as well. So I got better brand awareness, I got better credibility that boosts my sales, for example. It boosts the sales conversion rate. So it did get its ROI, but it got it indirectly. So I would say in general, it's very hard to measure ROI on public relations. And that's why it's important to understand that public relations has sub goals. And usually when people did public relations in the past, they can say stuff like, yeah, I didn't get ROI from it. I did one article, I got featured in Yahoo. I did one article with a PR firm. It took them a few months, etc., etc. But we got no sales from it. We got no conversions from it. And I always tell them, yeah, it's very hard to measure the direct ROI on PR because you get an earned media article. So the journalist is not going to send you over statistics of how many views the article got, how many traction it got, how many people clicked your link, how many people were interested, etc., etc. So you really have to understand that you're investing money for these sub goals, and these sub goals will boost your conversion in the long term, right? Same with branding. Branding is creating your unique identity for your business, including its looks, the logo, the message, and it helps people recognize and trust your business. And that's the most important part of branding, helping people recognizing and trusting your business. And you see a lot of fashion companies and a lot of companies that sell products, for example, really have to excel here, right? On the branding part. Because if you're in a grocery store, for example, you're gonna choose let's say you want to buy a toothbrush, you're gonna choose the brand that you've seen the most and the brand that you recognize. So maybe you saw their ad on TV. It's a paid ad that they did on TV, but you recognize it because they have a very nice logo and they have a good slogan and their brand looks perfect, right? And that's where branding comes in place. And with sales, so sales is very important, right? When getting conversions, especially if you're selling a service or a high ticket product where you have a really like a larger sales funnel. And sales is the process of turning interested people into paying customers or clients. So it involves directly interacting with leads, understanding their needs, and offering their solutions to make a sale. And it's very funny. Sales is very funny, and I love doing sales myself as an entrepreneur, of course. And it's very funny to see that some people do very good marketing. They do very good public relations. They have a very good public relations firm. They have a good marketing firm. Their branding is in place, but they're getting no conversions. And that's usually because their sales is not good. So you cannot always say, I didn't get ROI from my paid ads because I didn't get conversions. Because you could get, maybe you got a lot of leads, a lot of people interested, but you didn't close the deal properly, right? You didn't follow up well. You never get referrals. You're never able to upsell stuff. And that's really where sales comes into play. So when you measure your ROI, make sure to understand your sales funnel as well, and to understand how well your sales is going. But yeah, that's a quick overview of the difference between these main four pillars. And if you have more questions about it, I just made a very quick video for people to understand the difference a little bit and how they cooperate with each other. But if you have more questions about it, feel free to reach out to me, and I'm more than happy to help your company or brand with these four.